What's up, everyone? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one, I want to break down what's happening with NIO, Tesla, SPY, Nvidia, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. And break down what's happening with the overall market moving forward. Talk about the economic calendar, what you should be watching for as time progresses. Let me just mention that I am not a financial planner. Make sure you take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Mumu link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. Deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total. And the offer ends in just 2 days from now. Anyways, for NIO, as of right now, we're holding up decently. We're trying to push a little higher. We're going to be watching this resistance at our 50 EMA to see if NIO could push from there. However, overall, the market had a very, very flat day. Some stocks were green, some were red, and we actually didn't really see anything too crazy. So we still have a very important range to be watching for. As far as NIO goes, just as a very, very important thing that's worth noting is the fact that they have some new technological innovations as they're going to be working on their own autonomous technology. And this is going to be very useful for them in the long term. So I can't wait to see what else they talk about. On top of this, there's some talk coming out that they surpassed over 2,500 battery swap stations. That's also very, very good news because it not only gives customers more incentives for them to buy the products as they have more of these swap stations all over the place, but it's also going to help them with their business model and a bunch of different factors. So they currently have about 51 in Europe, which is not bad. It's actually a pretty decent number. And they also have over 2,400 in China. So very, very interesting stuff. Can't wait to see what else they announce, at least as time goes on. This is actually a very, very big achievement. On top of all of this, for Tuesday, which is going to be tomorrow, there's not really a whole lot coming out. They basically have some house price index data coming out, at least in the morning, which is very, very minor at 10 o'clock a.m. However, we have the JOLTS job openings and job quits. We'll see what this leads to as we have some important data coming out. There's not really much coming out for earnings. McDonald's did not do too well for earnings, in my opinion, missing on EPS and revenue. Also, they saw some declines, and the biggest decline since 2020. However, tomorrow we have SoFi and PayPal in the in the morning. Excuse me. Then we have AMD and Microsoft after the market closes. For Wednesday, we have Meta and ARM. For Thursday, we have Amazon, Apple, Intel, and Coinbase. Then we have ExxonMobil and Chevron for Friday. So I'll have to see how things end up going with this. Bank of America Securities gave a neutral rating. And then on top of this, the price price ratio is just dipping a little bit. It's still kind of flat. We also have not really a whole lot else going on, at least with this data. Tuesdays do tend to be green about 56% of the time, at least historically. They tend to be a good day for NIO. They also tend to be green more around 1 p.m. and also during the final hour of the day. So just want to call those things out. 34 million is what volume is looking like, a little bit low, but we do tend to be green a lot on Tuesdays. So for NIO, it's trying to push. It got quite a bit of a dip now. It's trying to rebound. We're going to be looking at 4.39 as resistance. If we break that, I think NIO could be pushing back up to about 4.45, if not 4.5 plus. My guts tells me it's going to try to make its way back up because we did dip, only to get a nice little rebound. I think there's a very, very good chance that this is going to continue to push. So I'll be looking to see if we get a little push back up to about the 4.45 area. We'll see if that ends up leading to more upside, and then we'll have to be very, very patient nonetheless. I anticipate some upside could be coming for NIO, so we'll just have to see how things go. We'll see if 4.45 ends up breaking. So watch for that very carefully. For other factors out there, if you look at SPY has this nice looking accumulation structure, but the issue with SPY is despite the fact that we're trying to form kind of like a bullish wedge, we haven't been able to crack past 547 quite yet. If we crack this, look for 550. If we fail to do so, we're going to be dipping back down to 542. If 544 fails, we'll be stuck. As of right now, we're just consolidating. Look at the last 2 days. It's just been sideways chopped between 542 and 547, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So watch and see which way we break for confirmation. Otherwise, we're just completely stuck. Bitcoin's also dipping a little bit. I'll be looking at 67,000 support to see if that breaks or not. Going to be very patient with that. For Nvidia, we're dipping a little bit, so we'll have to see if 112 ends up holding. If that breaks, we'll be coming back down to about 109, so be very patient with that. For others out there, we also have Tesla. Tesla's trying to push on the 1 hour time frame. We're watching resistance around 234. If that breaks, we'll be pushing all the way up into the 240s. If that rejects, we'll be dipping back down to 228. We'll just have to see how things end up going. For the QQQ, we're kind of stuck in the middle, not really doing a whole lot. We basically have this resistance at 466. We also have support around 462. We're still kind of stuck. We'll see if we end up breaking past 466 to push higher. Otherwise, we're just trading sideways in the middle. So we'll just have to see how things end up going. We have to be very, very patient nonetheless. For Aapl, we're trying to also push. We need to see if we could break past 220. Otherwise, we're just completely trading sideways, not really doing a whole lot. So that being said, that's what I'm seeing at least for now. Supermicro is also kind of flat. There's just not really much else that's going on. For other things out there, The IWM is kind of dipping a little bit. We have this resistance coming up at 222. We'll have to see if we hold structure here at 220. This is going to be our key support. As long as this holds, we'll be looking for a little rebound tomorrow, back up to 223. So I'll be watching to see. This could also be forming kind of like a cup and handle like structure. So we'll see if we get a bounce or not back above 223. That's looking very favorable for tomorrow as the IWM is outperforming. We have a head and shoulders on Coinbase. We'll see if this leads to more downside. So be very patient with that. If we break 184 on Amazon, we're bullish. If we lose 182, we turn bearish. So just give that some time. If Meta breaks 466, we'll be looking for 468 plus and higher levels. If not, we could be looking for a rejection. As of right now, it has more potential. For Microsoft, we do have some more potential. We're just kind of trading sideways here, but if we break past 430, look for a bigger push. So give that some time. And then Google, we're kind of stuck in the middle. We might dip a little bit to retest 169, but we have to see if we can break past 172. If that breaks, there's going to be a big push coming. So wait and see if 172 breaks. Anyways, that's it for the charts. They're very, very indecisive right now, trading sideways, waiting for FOMC. So tomorrow might be another indecisive day. So watch your levels, and then we'll see how things go. For NIO, on the other hand, I think we might see a green day. It is trying to push a little bit towards the end of the day. We'll see if 4.39 breaks. With that being said, I want to say I really appreciate you guys so much for listening. Please have a great day, and peace out.